हे गाइस, लास्ट वीडियो में हमने देखा कि कैसे सीबीएफसी ने अपने इंसेप्शन से ही मोरल पुलिसिंग और अननेसेसरी सेंसरशिप करना स्टार्ट कर दिया था। But by the time the 80s rolled around, things started to change a little. अब फिल्म में थोड़ी सी फीमेल एजेंसी देखते ही सीबीएफसी ने कट्स डिमांड करना बंद कर दिया एंड द प्रोसेस गॉट अ लिटिल मोर नुआंस्ड। हेक, उन्होंने कुछ ऐसी मूवीज भी अलाउ कर दी जिसके खिलाफ पब्लिक ने काफी प्रोटेस्ट करे। सो लेट्स पिक अप वेयर वी लेफ्ट ऑफ, द ग्लोरियस डेकेड दैट वाज द 80s। 80 का दशक, disco was more popular than ever. मेरा favorite genre of music synth pop was born, and finally filmmakers ने start कर दिया था उस invisible wall के against push करना जो सीबीएफसी ने बना रखी थी। इस डेकेड में दो मूवीज के बारे में बात करने वाला हूँ, which is अंधी गली from 1984 and पति पत्नी और तवाइफ from 1989। ये दोनों ही काफी wildly different movies थी, but दोनों पे ही censorship का चाकू जरूर चला। So let's start with the Mithun Farah and Salma Agha starrer bold romantic drama which was cut down by the CBFC into a typical family melodrama. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit confused, but the Pati Patni series makes no sense to me. There's the original Pati Patni aur Wo from 1978. There's Pati Patni aur Tawaif 1989. There's Main Meri Patni aur Wo from 2005. And of course, the 2019 remake of Pati Patni aur Wo. There's also a show called Pati Patni aur Panga which has no connection with either of these. Strange franchise indeed. Mithun plays Vijay Saxena, a film star slash director who's married to Geeta, played by Farah. He then meets Gauri, played by Salma Agha, who's a courtesan or Tawai. This was a grown-up movie with complex and morally grey characters. All in all, ये मूवी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का क्रिटिसाइज कर रही थी, कैसे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की चकाचौंध में आदमी अपने आप को भूल जाता है। विजय का मेन स्ट्रगल was between duty and temptation, between family values and desires of the flesh. And justifiably so, ये मूवी काफी boldly शूट की गई थी। There were a lot of sexual dialogues and intimate scenes. 80s was a wild time जहाँ पे directors were still trying to balance heavy stuff like that by still keeping it light-hearted with comedy and putting in a more traditional or moral endings instead of realistic ones. Now CBFC को obviously इससे काफी issues थे। उन्होंने इस मूवी के काफी सारे सीन्स हटवा दिए, कटवा दिए, and even इस मूवी का पोस्टर भी चेंज करवा दिया because they deemed it was too suggestive. In the end, the final result was more of a family melodrama than the sensationalized spectacle of cinema it was meant to be. Side note, Amjad Khan is in this movie. He plays Vijay's friend who helps him out in crucial times. And he looks like a unit. Like damn. But I was sad to learn he was suffering from Bell's palsy and the treatment had left him with severe weight gain issues. Rest in peace, he was a great actor. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the movie Andhi Gali. Buddhadev Das Gupta's first Hindi feature, adapted from Dibyendu Pandit's Bengali story Ghar Badi. The movie is a story of the husband, a school teacher, an Naxalite, and finally a sales officer in Bombay. He runs from his past as he flees to Bombay from West Bengal and tries to reinvent himself. He falls for and marries Deepti Nawal's character, the wife. Bombay was expensive. I mean, it still is expensive. So he pushes her into modeling for ads, which spirals out of control as he keeps pestering her to do bolder and more revealing scenes for the money, until she refuses and he beats her.
मैं नहीं खिंचवाऊंगी।
नहीं खिंचवाओगी? मैं खुद लेकर।
The movie ends with the wife's suicide as she couldn't just take it anymore. ये एक काफी फैसिनेटिंग प्रोजेक्ट था जो कि NFDC के सपोर्ट से बनाया गया था। इसके कैरेक्टर्स के नाम आर लिटरली द हस्बैंड एंड द वाइफ। It explores systemic poverty, patriarchy, and the objectification of women. कैसे the wife goes from उसकी बीवी to just another asset or the family ledger is a scary reality even in modern times. The film also shows कैसे एक activist who's willing to take up arms for his cause slowly but surely turns into a consumerist. उसकी लाइफ की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम at this point is उसकी गाड़ी की EMI भरना. I don't even need to tell you कि censor board was not having any of it. The movie was a direct criticism of the poverty and capitalism in India, so the censor board had extreme cuts made to it, so as to not show India in a bad light. It also features post-emergency oppression, which was trimmed around because the government was not having any anti-establishment themes in movies back then. Now in the 90s, मैं initially बात करना चाहता था about the movie The Bandit Queen by Shekhar Kapoor, based on the real and horrific tale of Phulan Devi. But the context surrounding the movie is actually a pretty serious topic, which I feel is out of the scope of this video. Instead, let's talk about the rare incidents जहाँ CBSE ने कुछ allow किया despite public protests. Fire from 1996 पहली मूवी है दीपिका मेहता की Elements trilogy की. The story revolves around two sister-in-laws who are trapped in an arranged marriage with husbands who don't care about them. Feels like deja vu, doesn't it? It just goes to show you that women being oppressed has a long-standing history, yet we still haven't overcome that problem. Okay, so trapped in the house, the two women slowly grow closer together and develop a special bond. Eventually, जो प्यार में बदल जाता है. The sheer claustrophobia of a middle-class Delhi household and the expectations of a heteronormative marriage are too much for the pair as they find solace in each other's arms. Now, I need not explain ये movie किस चीज़ के लिए stand करती है. It is about the female desire, suppression of primal urges to fit into a mold created for you, and rebellion against society. CBSE ने इस मूवी को देखा and in a major plot twist बिना किसी कट के पास कर दिया. But I wish ये story यहीं खत्म हो जाती. Various right-wing groups like Bajrang Dal and Shiv Sena heard about the movie and started doing what they do best. प्रोटेस्ट के नाम पे गुंडागर्दी, जिसमें तोड़-फोड़, वैंडलिज्म, पोस्टर जलाना, डायरेक्टर और कास्ट के अगेंस्ट डेथ थ्रेट्स भेजना, द यूजुअल रूटीन. देश कहाँ से कहाँ निकल आया, मगर ये लोग आज भी वही कर रहे हैं जो आज से 30 साल पहले कर रहे थे. सेफ टू से प्रोटेस्ट और धमकियों के बाद ये मूवी फिर से CBFC के पास गई फॉर अ रीसेंसर. And in a plot twist, CBFC ने फिर से सरप्राइज कर दिया by saying this movie doesn't have any content that needs to be cut. This incident gives me hope that there is still some future for movies as a form of art in India. Now, Fire was not free from criticism either. Apart from the usual homophobia surrounding the movie, some critics pointed out the simplification in representation of the LGBT community. उनका point ये था कि a lesbian love story based solely as an expression against the patriarchal society reduces it to a response to an exterior force rather than an internal desire. A debate that still goes on when talking about the movie. The 2000s, एक नया दशक, एक नई सदी और एक नई सहस्राब्दी और इस सहस्राब्दी के साथ आया अनुराग कश्यप का डायरेक्टोरियल डेब्यू पांच. पांच wrapped its filming in 2001 and promptly got sent to the censor board for a rating. And it got denied. CBFC refused to certify it even after Kashyap offered a bunch of cuts. But what was it actually about? Aaj starred KK Menon and revolved around a group of boys who kidnap their own friend for money. Things take a dark turn when the friend actually dies. The movie was unapologetic in its portrayal, be it violence, rebellion, drugs, the reality of aimless youth and so much more. ये movie थी CBFC की language में एक amoral movie. पांच में कोई हीरोज नहीं है, कोई भी सच्चे या अच्छे कैरेक्टर्स नहीं है. Just a bunch of morally grey people whose paths cross stemming from a tragedy. CBFC cited excessive violence, immoral tone with no positive message and explicit scenes of drugs and profanity, among other things for the reason of its lack of certification. And despite Kashyap's best efforts, the film never made it past CBFC. Panch was raw, it was unashamed and was gritty. इसके कैरेक्टर्स कभी कुछ सीखते नहीं हैं. फिल्म के एंडिंग में कोई मोरल लेसन नहीं है. इसके कैरेक्टर्स को कोई कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस भी नहीं मिलते. Just like the real world. Now this was unacceptable to the CBFC. They refused Kashyap even after the cuts because it was much more than just censorship to them. They were against the entire worldview of the movie. They were still rooted in the cinema of the old, where movies ended with a happy ending, or at least a moral message. All the drama and the refusal to give the movie a certificate actually gave it a cult following. It circulated in festivals and ended up being bootlegged. People passed around CDs in colleges and even on the internet, which was still in its infancy. But this wasn't Kashyap's only run-in with the board. As is common knowledge, his next movie, Black Friday, had a similar fate. The movie was based on the book by the same name, which in turn was based on the 1993 Mumbai blast, a terrible tragedy that rocked the entire country. The movie had all the things you would expect. A bleak yet direct look at the crime, a gritty world which mixed real people and fictional characters, and an ending which wasn't satisfying but thoughtful. The movie was initially passed with some scenes cut, but the release got stayed by the Bombay High Court in 2005. This wasn't about violence or, frankly, anything in the movie. Actually, the trial for the blast was still going on, and one of the accused appealed कि ये movie उसको गलत तरीके से portray करेगी and skew the view of the masses towards his guilt. The movie had to wait until 2007 for a wide release, until the verdict finally came out. During that period, the movie did rounds internationally and got critical acclaim. The same happened in India in 2007 when it finally got a release. By this point, CBFC had become this complex entity. It surprised you at the most unexpected times with the most unexpected decisions regarding censorship.
That's right.
Then came the 2010s. The Hollywood releases had become more mainstream now. The internet was becoming more and more available to the masses, and people had access to stuff they could only dream of before. Netflix was now a thing. Fuck censorship, you could just watch a movie online. But even this reality didn't stop CBFC from trying to be the bastions of morality in the modern age. Several Hollywood movies had their kissing scenes cut, like it was the 1960s again. Spectre in 2015 was a big example of that. And while last decade काफी सारी controversial movies थी, I again want to talk about the two of them. First being Udta Punjab in 2016. It is a movie told by four perspectives. Tommy Singh, the pop star, Boria, the migrant worker, Sartaj Singh, the cop, and Preet, the doctor. It is a grim tale of drug abuse and how it has withheld an entire state. It showed how the state was complicit and part of the giant complex which profited from vulnerable people. So it was no surprise when CBFC demanded 94 cuts in the movie, which included the removal of the word Punjab entirely. Yes, even from the title. They wanted to name it just Udta Pehlaj Nilani. The then CBFC chief called the movie a conspiracy to defame Punjab, like the drugs hadn't been a serious issue for decades already. Bombay High Court ने eventually दखलंदाजी की और रूल किया कि मूवी में सिर्फ एक सिंगल कट होगा और इसे A सर्टिफिकेट के साथ रिलीज किया जाएगा. This was the first time filmmakers and audience came together for the sake of a movie. They refused to let CBFC fuck up their vision. They won. Ironically, just like Panch, censorship gave it a much larger audience than the makers could have ever anticipated for such a non-mainstream movie. This also showed that CBFC has always been a political watchdog of the government. Anything that goes against the system is always censored, something that is more than just moral policing. Under Pehlaj Nilani's reign, another movie got almost butchered, which was Lipstick Under My Burqa from the same year. Coincidentally, this movie also had four main characters. These were four women from different walks of life suffering under a patriarchal society. इस मूवी ने एक्सप्लोर किया फीमेल डिजायर, मैरिटल रेप, forced arranged marriage, oppression, and just a ton of issues which are usually left unsaid in movies. All these issues were suffered by women by the hands of, more often than not, men. CBFC ने outright मना कर दिया इसको सर्टिफिकेट देने से. वो डायरेक्ट अपोजिशन में थे with the entire world view of the movie. CBFC की हमेशा से फीमेल एजेंसी से जली थी, मगर even in 2016 they were still stuck in the past. CBFC said, and I quote, "The story is lady-oriented, their fantasy above life. There are continuous sexual scenes, abusive words, audio pornography, and a bit sensitive touch about one particular section of society." Lady-oriented? This is one of the most ridiculous things I've heard, and I'm not even surprised. I mean, आखिर who would want to watch a movie जहाँ पे main character अपनी fantasies और अपनी desire को अपने close ones के ऊपर रखे, society के ऊपर रखे और rash decisions ले? Finally, the 2020s, the decade which started off with a... Let's just forget about that. यहाँ मैं बात कर सकता हूँ how CBFC had a problem with Deepika's saffron bikini in Pathaan, or the Superman kissing scene. Watch part 1 if you haven't. Scenes removed from the Kerala story, but I feel like those incidents are still somewhat fresh in everyone's memories. I could also talk about कैसे Animal को CBFC ने 0 cuts दिए थे, despite its over-the-top violence. I've talked about a lot of movies these past 2 videos. And to sum up my thoughts, CBFC has always been an entity focused on moral policing and more often than not protecting the interest of the state. अगर आप कुछ भी हटके सिस्टम के खिलाफ ट्राई करोगे, you will be censored. Censor have always been a form of art, a medium to convey a message. I mean, of course, not all movies, but to senselessly censor that is the murder of artistic freedom. Sure, some level of censorship is necessary, and I understand that. But when does it end? Who decides when enough is enough? A few months back, they banned 20 plus OTT apps. Now, I know these apps were full of sleazy content and softcore porn. But when does the government get to decide what a grown-ass adult can watch or cannot watch? Okay, we're done with CBFC and censorship for now. Maybe I'll revisit in the future sometime later. Until then, have a nice day. Bye.